Hello to everyone and welcome to tonight's swim meet featuring Lima Senior High School, Elida High School, Bluffton High School, and Fostoria High School. We are excited to have you joining us on the live stream, and our teams are just getting ready to start the girls 200 medley relay. We will have relay swimmers in lanes 2 through 7 swimming this relay event. In lane 2, it's Elida's team B. Lane 3, it's Fostoria's team A. Lane 4, it's Lima Senior's team A. Lane 5, Bluffton's team A. Lane 6, Elida's team A. And lane 7, Elida's team C. The backstrokers are in the water right now. In lane 2, it's Brooklyn Hurst of Elida. Lane 3, Ariel Scott of Fostoria. Lane 4 is Elsbeth Nelson of Lima Senior. Lane 5 is Ellie Hoffman of Bluffton, but we think they've had to substitute. Lane 6, Evelyn Free of Elida. And lane 7, Haley Taylor of Elida. Coming in first right now, it is Elida A, and that's Annalie Jackson just in the water for the breaststroke in the second hit. Lima Senior is in second right now. Abigail Beck just going in for the breaststroke. Actually, right next to her is Bluffton. That's Allison Dinner, who's taken second place right now. So your first place is Elida A. Second place right now is Bluffton A. And third place right now is Lima Senior A. Third swimmer will be swimming the butterfly. Looks like Bluffton has taken over the lead right now. Allison Diller on the second leg. Izzy Steckschulte swimming in for the butterfly. Grace Beck from Lima Senior dove in for Lima Senior. And for Elida, it's Avery Bowers swimming right now as well. Bluffton is currently in the lead at the moment. Second place looks to be quite tied between Lima Senior and Elida. Grace Beck is moving up rather quickly, getting really close to Bluffton there in the first place. Now we get to the anchors. Diving in virtually at the same time, we've got Bluffton soaring ahead, Elida close behind, and Lima Senior currently in third place at the moment. Lima Senior tonight is working with a smaller crew because many of their students are involved in a choir concert, which is happening right now. Bluffton also missing one of their swimmers because of an injury, and there you can see that is Bluffton finishing in first place, Elida finishing in second place, Lima Senior A finishing in third place. And that's Elida B in lane 2 coming in for the fourth place finish. Elida C and Fostoria A finishing it up with their final swimmers in the 200 medley relay. Now, if you watch lane 7 here, she's coming up rather quickly. Looks like lane 3 might still finish ahead, but lane 7's getting very close. Fostoria does get the 5th place finish, and Elida relay C with 6th place. Just the fact that Elida can have 3 girls medley relays indicates the size of their team this year, since you have to have 4 swimmers for each relay. 3 relays here from Elida. First place goes to Bluffton Swim Club, second place to Elida A, and third place to Lima Senior. Our next race will be the boys 200-yard medley relay. We'll have swimmers in lanes 1 through 6. Lane 1 will be the Bluffton swim team. Lane 2, Elida B. Actually, lane 1 is Bluffton relay B. Lane 2, Elida relay B. Lane 3, Fostoria A. Lane 4, Lima Senior A. Lane 5, Bluffton A. And lane 6, Elida A. First swimmer swims the backstroke, second swimmer swims the breaststroke, third swimmer swims the fly, and the fourth swimmer swims the freestyle. the boys 200-yard medley relay. In lane 1, that's Eric Nygaard swimming the backstroke. Lane 2, Tommy Williamson. Lane 3, Trevor Nowicki. Lane 4, Gavin Lyons. Lane 5, CJ McCall. And lane 6, Logan DeVilvis. As they flip through the first 25, we can see that it is lane 5. My vantage point might be not as good as yours. Lane 6, lane 5, and lane 1, both close to the front. And that was Elida that dove in first. Bluffton is in second, very, very close. You can see there in lanes 6 and 7. Not too far behind is the Lima senior swimmer at Seth Jones. So in the water right now from the top bottom. In lane 1, we've got Sam Durstein. Lane 2, Cam Clements. Lane 3, Tim Segro. Lane 4, Seth Jones. Lane 5, Riley Verb. And lane 6, Aiden Longreed. Riley Verb, of course, with a very colorful swimming history, many zone qualifications. Seth Jones coming in there tied for second place with Elida. Now the third swimmers are heading in the water. Lane 1, we have Jacob Lehman of Bluffton. Lane 2, Jordan Lawrence of Elida. Lane 3, Wyatt Russell of Fostoria. Lane 4, Chris Salati for Lima Senior. Lane 5, Tyler Couples for Bluffton. And lane 6, Eric Butler from Elida. Continuing to lead this is Bluffton, as their fourth swimmer, Nolan Hoffman, is in the water, well ahead everyone else. Lima Senior in seconds right now, as Noah Edwards dives in as the anchor, and Elida A. Ethan Foster coming in with third at the moment. Up there in lane 1, it's Simon Durstein, appears to be in fourth place at the moment. But as you can see here with a commanding lead, it is the swim relay team of Bluffton A. Nolan Hoffman finishing for his team to get the first place. Lima Senior coming in, it looks like they're going to finish in second place, and Elida A gets the nod for third. Fourth place goes to Bluffton B. Fostoria's Malachi Ferguson is bringing it in. He will be finishing in fifth place. And still one more swimmer yet to go for Elida's B relay. And that's Scott Holmgren from Elida's B relay diving in to anchor the boys 200 medley relay. Bluffton first, Lima second, Elida third in the boys 200 medley relay. Our next event will be the girls 200-yard freestyle. In lane 2, we have Emily Messer of Elida. Lane 3, Emily Salisbury of Fostoria. Lane 4, Elsbeth Nelson of Lima Senior. And lane 6, Carly Bowers of Elida. Looks like we had another scratch here, so we actually only have 3 swimmers in this race. In lane 3, it's Emily Salisbury. Lane 4, Elsbeth Nelson. Emily Salisbury is from Fostoria. Elsbeth Nelson, Lima Senior. And lane 6, Carly Bowers from Elida. So my daughters always tell me that this is a strategic race, that you really need to think through how you swim this. And there's certain points where you want 50s to be faster than the others. This is definitely a paced race, but also a very mental race, so that the swimmers don't give up too much of their inertia or their energy at the beginning, but can still have enough needed to get to the end. Currently in the lead, it is Elsbeth Nelson. She's a junior from Lima Senior. Carly Bowers from Elida is currently in second place. If you happen to be looking at the time clock in the corner of the screen, you might notice the wrong names. We are working on getting that fixed right now, but just to remind you again who is in the water right now, we've got Emily Salisbury from Fremont in lane 3, Elizabeth Nelson, who continues to be in the lead from Lima Senior. She is in lane 4, and sophomore from Elida, Carly Bowers, is in lane 6. And congratulations to Elizabeth Nelson from Lima Senior for finishing first in a time of 2:40.24. The board does say N. Edwards, but we promise you that is Elizabeth Nelson who just finished that race. Congratulations to her. And finishing off in second place, it's going to be Carly Bowers from Elida in a time of 2:58. Dropping quite a bit of time. Her seat time was 3:09, so almost dropping over 10 seconds, which is excellent. And then in third place, Emily Salisbury from Fremont in a 3:11.51. Boys 200 free. Now we've got 4 swimmers in this race. In lane 2, it's Case Fletcher of Elida. Lane 3, Noah Edwards, who appears to maybe be in he's in lane 4. Noah Edwards in lane 4 from Lima Senior. Lane 5 is Eric Nygaard of Bluffton, and lane 6, Trenton Landers from Elida. Case Fletcher and Noah Edwards are both juniors. Eric Nygaard and Trenton Landers, both sophomores. And as we finish the first 50, going over into the second 50, it's Eric Nygaard currently in the lead. Not too far behind is Case Fletcher of Elida. Noah Edwards currently in third place. You'll notice that Eric Nygaard did a flip turn and Case Fletcher did a touch on the wall and took off. That is definitely a key in speed. The ability to be consistent with the flip turn certainly helps the swimmers to be able to propel their underwater and move along. Underwater is such an important part of swimming, and that is a time where they have an opportunity to do that. Still in the lead is Eric Nygaard of Bluffton in lane 5. What looks to be taking over second right now is Noah Edwards, who is in lane 4, creepily just getting just ahead of Case Fletcher over there in lane 2. And you can see here down in lane 6 is Trenton Landers from Elida, who's also coming in. Got a flip turn and is moving on to his next 50 in this race. Eric Nygaard continuing to keep the lead going. You can see he's got the white water in his kick, which is a good indication that he's got strong legs moving him in as he finishes this race. Noah Edwards, though, with a good flip turn and push off from the wall, is actually coming pretty close here as these boys get close to the finish. But no, Eric Nygaard holds them all off. Finishes in first place with a time of 2:36.20. Second place goes to Noah Edwards from Lima Senior with a time of 2:39.36. Third place to Case Fletcher from Elida with a time of 2:46.05. And finishing in fourth place is Trenton Landers. One of the things I just love about the high school swim meets, maybe you're able to hear everyone cheering for him as he finished up. It's such a family environment, and it's so neat to see how the kids really support each other through every single thing, even if they're not on the same team. Event number 5 is coming up next, and it's the girls 200 IM. 4 swimmers in this heat. In lane 2, Evelyn Free from Elida, she's a senior. Lane 4, Abigail Beck, a sophomore from Lima Senior. Lane 5, Allison Diller from Bluffton. And lane 6, Lily Nibel from Elida. First, Allison and Abby swim together when the high school season is not underway. They swim together for the Lima YMCA Barracudas, have been on many relays together. So here we are in the high school season where kids who have swam for years together in the club teams are now competing against each other on their high school teams. Again, we have in lane 2, Evelyn Free from Elida. Lane 4, Abigail Beck from Lima Senior, who happens to be my daughter. Lane 5, Allison Diller from Bluffton. And lane 6, Lily Nibel from Elida. I certainly hope I am pronouncing all the last names correctly, and I definitely apologize if I haven't yet. Currently in the lead is Allison Diller in lane 5 from Bluffton. Right behind her is Abigail Beck from Lima Senior. Fly portion being finished, and now transition to the backstroke. In my opinion, this is a really grueling race. As we talked about in the 200 free, there's a strategy on when you swim hard and when you don't swim nearly as hard. In the 200 IM, with the different strokes, the swimmers are really swimming at a very fast pace as quickly as possible with each stroke. Most of these swimmers have 1 or 2 strokes that are better than the others, and that's where you're going to see them shine the most. So we're getting close to the end of the second leg of this, the backstroke portion. It's still Allison Diller from Bluffton in first place. Second place, Evelyn Free from Elida. Third place, Abigail Beck from Lima Senior. And fourth place, Lily Nibel from Elida. Allison Diller, an excellent breaststroker. She has been a YMCA zone qualifier Really an excellent breaststroker, and you can see there she is increasing her lead, as this is clearly a strong stroke for her. Abigail Beck also has worked hard on her breaststroke, and in that has taken over the second place position over Evelyn Free. See what these swimmers have left. They pushed so much in these first three strokes that the arms can feel very heavy, as they've told me, as they're swimming this last portion. Allison is cruising in, and she will finish in first place. Abby has taken a strong second place lead as she is getting ready for her final flip turn. Evelyn Free still in third place, but Lily Nibel is closing in. First place goes to Allison Diller in a time of 2:31.88, a very nice time improvement for her. Seat time was 2:38.16. Abigail Beck will finish second place, 2:44.36, just right about where she came in with her seat time. 2:44.23 was her seat time. Evelyn Free holds out for third place in a time of 2:58.67. Lily Nibel very close behind. Fourth place, 2:59.98. Boys 200 IM is now in the water. 4 swimmers. In lane 4, it's Christopher Salati from Lima Senior. Lane 5, Landon Armstrong of Bluffton. Lane 6, Logan DeVelvis of Elida. And lane 8, actually, is he swimming? Looks like we only have 3 swimmers. Oh yes, he is down there in lane 8. Sorry everyone, I couldn't see it very well. That's Seth Jones down there in lane 8. And we have a fight for first place right now between Chris Salati and Landon Armstrong as they now move into the backstroke. Landon Armstrong taking the lead at this point, not by much, but he currently is. Chris Salati is in second, and don't forget Seth Jones is down there in lane 8, who is in third place, and he is not far behind them as well. Logan DeVelvis in fourth place from Elida at the moment. Landon Armstrong is a sophomore from Bluffton. Chris Salati is a junior from Lima Senior. Seth Jones is a senior from Lima Senior, actually graduating a year early. This would have been his junior year, but he is graduating a year early. And Logan DeVelvis is also a senior from Elida. Third leg of this event is done for our leader. Landon Armstrong of Bluffton still in the lead as he finishes, as he's just about ready to do his final flip turn and finish this race. Chris Salati is still in second place. And it's going to be Landon Armstrong who's going to finish in first place from the Bluffton Swim Club with a time of 2:25.48. Second place to Chris Salati in a time of 2:32.16. And Seth Jones down in lane 8, finishing in third place with a time of 2:40.51. And here comes Logan DeVelvis, the senior from Elida, who came in with a no time, meaning he hasn't swam this very many times, and he finishes 2:53.28. I think he may have been a little bit faster than that. He may have had a soft touch, and they'll probably correct that. For the final scores. All right, moving from long distance swimming to sprint swimming. Now it's time for the girls 50-yard freestyle. This is heat 1 of 2. In lane 2, it's Izzy Carbetta from Elida. Lane 3, Ariana Gerald from Elida. Lane 4, Brittany Scannell from Elida. Lane 5, Ava Brickner from Elida. And lane 6, Carmen Blaine from Elida. All are freshmen except for Brittany Scannell, who is a junior. Down and back one time. Much faster than what we've been watching. And we are currently watching lane 5, Brittany Scannell. Lane 5. Ava Brickner, first place, 28:55. That's a very good time for someone who came in with a no time. Second place is up there in lane 2 with a time of 38:57. Hopefully you're watching the results on the screen. 50 freestyle is a quick race, and we're getting ready for heat 2. I should notate this is actually the JV portion of the race. We will have the varsity 50 freestyle coming up shortly. So in heat 2, we have Cheyenne Pack from Elida. That's in lane 2. In lane 4, Bethany Jackson of Lima Senior. Lane 5, Andrea Barassa of Bluffton. Lane 6, Kim Salisbury of Elida. And lane 8, Anaya Holland of Lima Senior. So I do not have lane 3 on my paper, and I don't have lane 7 either. But you can see we do have quite a few swimmers here. Everything but lane 1 is being taken in this JV portion of the 50 free, and it's pretty close right here. Take a look at lanes 6 and 7. Actually, lanes 5 and 6. Looks like lane 6 has a tie. And yes, it is lane 6, and I believe that is Kim Salisbury finishing with a time of 37:33. If you remember from heat 1, we actually had a time of 28 seconds, and that would be the overall winner for the JV 50 free. We're taking a short break right now to check some things with the computer to make sure that everything is running properly. So just hold tight. We've got the boys 50-yard freestyle coming up next with a JV heat. So what just happened, I'm being told, is, as I mentioned, we had a JV heat going on with the girls 50 free, and shortly we will have the varsity heat of the girls 50 free, and some of the girls that were not yet supposed to swim swam in the JV heat. So at the moment, our timers and our computer people and our officials are working it all out so we can make sure that everybody gets properly accounted for. These meets move rather quickly. There's not a whole lot of announcements ahead of time. The kids really need to be paying attention. And it is possible sometimes to jump in at the wrong time. We certainly don't want it to happen, but apparently something did happen here right now. All right, we are back. We think we got everything figured out. I will let you know if there is something more that we have been told. This is now the JV boys 50-yard freestyle. 3 swimmers. Cody Scannell, a freshman from Elida in lane 1. Tommy Williamson, a senior from Elida in lane 2. And Malachi Ferguson, a junior from Fostoria in lane 3. And it's Malachi Ferguson from Fostoria with a very quick lead. Got a nice flip turn in there, and he's now heading for the... But take a look at lane 1. Cody Scannell is pretty close as well. This could be a very close finish. Malachi's got enough to get to the end. He finishes in first place. The Fostoria junior has a time of 36.99. Second place is Cody Scannell with a time of 39.36. And coming in third place will be Tommy Williamson, the senior from Elida, with a time of 55.97. Our next race will be event 7, the girls 50-yard freestyle. This is the varsity 50 free. In lane 1, it's Celia Smith of Bluffton. Lane 2, it's Annalie Jackson of Elida. Lane 3, Maddie De La Rosa of Fostoria. Lane 4, Grace Beck of Lima Senior. Lane 5, Ella Armstrong of Bluffton. Lane 6, Cheyenne Eiton of Elida. Lane 7, Desiree Kimmel of Fostoria. And lane 8, Cheyenne Lawrence of Lima Senior. In the lead right now is Grace Beck from Lima Senior. Last year, Grace was about 0.15 away from the Lima Senior record and certainly has been working for that. And she finishes with a time of 26.04. We'll probably be pleased with that, as that is her best for this season. Not quite for last season, but her best for this season. Second place, Annalie Jackson from second place, Annalie Jackson, 29.96. Third place, Maddie De La Rosa of Fostoria with 32.26. Fourth place, down in lane 8, Cheyenne Lawrence from Lima, 34.74. Lane 1 was in 5th place, Celia Smith from Bluffton, 36.84. And in 6th place, well, we just lost it. Hopefully you had a chance to see that. As I don't have the results in front of me. I'm reading them off the board just like you're seeing them as well. Now we have the boys varsity 50 free. In lane 1, it's CJ McCall of Bluffton. Lane 2, Scott Holmgren of Elida. Lane 3, Trevor Nowicki of Fostoria. Lane 4, Gavin Lyons of Lima Senior. Lane 5, Nolan Hoffman of Bluffton. Lane 6, Aiden Long-Reed of Elida. And lane 7, Wyatt Russell of Fostoria. And a battle for the end we have here. And coming from slightly behind, it's Aiden Long-Reed of Elida to finish in first place in a time of 26.42. Second place, up there sneaking in from lane 1, CJ McCall of Bluffton. Third place, Nolan Hoffman, also of Bluffton, 26.68. Fourth place goes to Wyatt Russell of Fostoria. Fifth place, Gavin Lyons of Lima Senior. And sixth place, Scott Holmgren of Elida. Your winning time in this race, 26.42. Aiden Long-Reed, the junior from Elida. We're now taking a short break. This is the time when the diving would happen if we had diving going on, but we don't. So just sit tight, hold on. We'll be right back in probably about 6 or 7 minutes, or maybe less, for event 11, which will be the girls' 100-yard butterfly. While we're waiting for the meet to return, I'm going to bring you a few results, and these are unofficial results, and you can follow them on Meet Mobile if you have the Meet Mobile app. For the girls' 200-yard medley relay, first place, Bluffton A. Second place, Elida A. Third place, Lima Senior A. Fourth place, Elida C. Elida B. and Fostoria A. were unfortunately disqualified. For the boys' 200 medley relay, first place, Bluffton. Second place, Lima Senior. Third place, Elida. Fourth place, Bluffton B. Fifth place, Fostoria. And sixth place, Elida. In the girls' 200 free, first place went to Elizabeth Nelson. Second place, Carly Bowers. Third place, Emily Salisbury. Elizabeth's from Lima Senior, Carly from Elida, Emily Salisbury from Fostoria. In the boys' 200 free, first place, Eric Nygaard of Bluffton. Second place, Noah Edwards of Lima. Third place, Case Fletcher of Elida. And fourth place, Trenton Landers of Elida. Remind you, this is a quad meet between Lima Senior, Elida, Bluffton, and Fostoria. In the girls' 200 IM, first place goes to Allison Diller of Bluffton. Second place, Abigail Beck of Lima Senior. Third place, Evelyn Free of Elida. And fourth place, Lily Nibel of Elida. In the boys' 200-yard IM, first place, actually looks like this one has not been completed, so we don't have the results for this one. Again, this meet is being followed or is being posted on Meet Mobile. So if you have the Meet Mobile app, you can find this meet under Lima Senior, December 9th. We had a few computer issues early on, which would explain why some of the races don't yet have the results posted. from Elida. Lane 2, Brittany Scannell from Elida. Lane 4, Anaya Holland of Lima Senior. Lane 5, Andrea Barossa of Bluffton. And lane 6 is Chloe Waddle, as these girls are finishing up the JV race of the 100 free. And it looks like it's going to be Chloe Waddle with the win, the time of 1:24.70. Second place goes to Anaya Holland of Lima Senior with a time of 1:28.55. Third place, Andrea Barossa from Bluffton, 1:33.67. Fourth place, Brittany Scannell of Elida, 1:33.81. Fifth place, Carmen Blaine of Elida, 1:45.68. And in sixth place, Anaya. Now for the boys 100-yard freestyle JV race. This is event 114. Two swimmers in lane 5. We have Simon Durstein of Bluffton, and lane 6, Cody Scannell of Elida. Simon Durstein with the quick lead in this 100-yard freestyle race. He is a senior from Bluffton. His split time is 30:77, and he's aiming to beat a 1:06.91, which is his seed time. Cody Scannell is a freshman from Elida. This is the first time that he has swam this year, as this is Elida's first meet of the season. We sure are grateful for the opportunity to be swimming. And we'd love to have you parents right here with us, but so thankful to Jeff Bullis for his willingness to set up this live stream so that you all can be watching this at home. The great thing about Jeff's live streams is he saves the YouTube link later on, so you can even watch it again later on as well. And that's a finish. Simon Durstein, lane 5 from the Bluffton swim team with a time of 1:07.09, winning the JV boys 100-yard freestyle. Cody Scannell with second place. The freshman from Elida swims a 1:32.63. Moving now to event 13. This is the girls varsity 100-yard freestyle. In lane 1, it's Olivia Barnes of Bluffton. Lane 2, Izzy Carbetta of Elida. Lane 3, Ariel Scott of Fostoria. Lane 4, Grace Beck of Lima Senior. Lane 5, Celia Smith of Bluffton. Lane 6, Cheyenne Eiten of Elida. And lane 7, Bethany Jackson of Lima Senior. Jumping off to the quick lead is Grace Beck from Lima Senior in lane 4. Second place is Olivia Barnes up in lane 1. She is a senior from Bluffton. Grace Beck also a senior from Lima Senior. And at the flip turn, Grace Beck still with the lead of a split time of 28.15. Olivia Barnes up there in lane 1 is still maintaining second place. And currently, fifth place is Celia Smith from Bluffton. Grace Beck with a commanding finish here as she is moving her way in to the finish with a time of 59.02. First place for Grace Beck, the senior from Lima Senior. And now we're watching for second place. Keep your eyes on lane 1. That's Olivia Barnes, from the senior from Bluffton, who has maintained second place this entire time. And she finishes in second place with a time of 1:20. They have her down as third, but she did finish in second place. She had a soft touch. Third place went to Celia Smith, who's also a senior from Bluffton. Fourth place is down in lane 8. That's Bethany Jackson. She's from Lima Senior, and she swam a 1:37.57. A reminder again that this meet is on Meet Mobile, so if you would like to check the results, they aren't instant, but they will be coming as the computer workers are able to process them. Event 14, the boys 100-yard freestyle. In lane 1, it's CJ McCall of Bluffton. Lane 2, Ethan Foster of Elida. Lane 3, Malachi Ferguson of Fostoria. Lane 4, Noah Edwards of Lima Senior. In lane 5, Landon Armstrong of Bluffton. And in lane 6, Braden Nunez of Elida. Lanes 1 and 5 are your leaders at the moment. And as we head into the first flip turn, it is very close. CJ McCall and Landon Armstrong. CJ McCall with the slight lead at the flip turn, but Landon Armstrong is now moving ahead as they are hitting the 75 mark and getting ready for the home stretch in this 100 freestyle race. Landon Armstrong, the sophomore from Bluffton, finishes in 59.97. A time drop for him. Last race, he swam a 1 minute, so congratulations to him. Also a big time drop for CJ McCall, who finishes in second place. His seed time was 1:05.15, and he swam a 1:02.25. Third place going to Noah Edwards of Lima Senior with a time of 1:08.28. He also dropped over a second, which is excellent in swimming. Fourth place, Braden Nunez of Elida in a time of 1:08.94. His seat time was 1:11, so 3-second time drop there. Congratulations to all these guys for improving their times in this race. Fifth place, Ethan Foster of Elida. Our next race is the girls and boys combined 500-yard freestyle. We will be using all 8 lanes for this. In lane 1, it's Ija Roberts from Elida. In lane 2, Emily Salisbury of Fostoria. Lane 3, Cheyenne Lawrence of Lima Senior. Lane 4, Brooklyn Hurst of Elida. The boys swimmers start in lane 6 with Wyatt Russell of Fostoria. Lane 7, Jacob Lehman of Bluffton. And lane 8, Logan DeVilvis of Elida. So our current leader for the boys is lane 8, Logan DeVilvis of Elida. Our current leader for the girls is in lane 4, Brooklyn Hurst of Elida. Second place for the girls, Cheyenne Lawrence of Lima Senior. And currently second place for the boys, Jacob Lehman of Bluffton. A long race to go yet, though. This is the 500 freestyle. I'm not sure if you can see them for your angle or not, but we've got individuals on the far end of the pool with number cards to help keep the swimmers knowing exactly what lap they are on. Still in the lead is lane 8, Logan DeVelvis. He's a senior from Elida. And for the girls, Brooklyn Hurst, the junior from Elida, is currently winning. But watch Cheyenne Lawrence, who is in lane 3. She's a junior from Lima Senior, and she's getting quite close to Brooklyn Hurst. Currently in third place for the girls is Ija Roberts. She's up in lane 1. Emily Salisbury from Fostoria is in lane 2. In the girls' race, Cheyenne Lawrence in lane 4, the junior from Lima Senior, has taken the lead, but just slightly. In the boys' race, it's Logan DeVelvis, lane 8 from Elida, who is still in first place. Jacob Lehman in second place, and Wyatt Russell from Fostoria in third place. Now you may notice there that Cheyenne Lawrence and Brooklyn Hurst, who were pretty close to being tied when they did that lane exchange, Cheyenne did a touch and go and Brooklyn did a flip turn, and Brooklyn got off the wall a little bit quicker. That is one key when swimming, is the flip turn is going to always be faster than the touch and go turn. Have an ability to push off the end. But as these swimmers are swimming the 500, it can be difficult to get the breath needed in order to do those flip turns. Cheyenne is strong on the stretch. You can see her moving in and moving ahead again right here as they get ready to flip again. No changes right now in the boys' race. Logan DeVelvis from Elida continues to maintain the lead. Jacob Lehman from Bluffton is in second. Wyatt Russell from Fostoria is in third. Anyone who swims the 500, it's a valiant effort. This is a long swim. This is a tough swim. This is an endurance swim. Some people love it, some people hate it, but everyone usually ends up doing it in high school. So every one of these individuals really working hard. Cheyenne Lawrence for the girls is now taken quite a lead here as we are over halfway through this race. Lap 13 is underway. Cheyenne has been swimming the 500 every year since she was a freshman, so she's got a lot of experience swimming this. Brooklyn Hurst remains in second place. She is in lane 4. Up there in lane 1 is Asia Roberts from Elida in third place, and Emily Salisbury from Fostoria is in lane 2. She's in 4th. The official just rang the bell for Logan DeVilvis as he gets ready for his final lap. He is the overall leader in this race, and he only has 50 to go. Actually, he's got less than 50 to go at this point. Here's the point where you see how much do these swimmers have left. Jacob Lehman is in the same position now, and you can see he is moving. His arms are going, and he is gaining ground on Logan DeVilvis. In the girls' race, the bell is about to ring for Cheyenne Lawrence. And here comes the boys here at the end. Logan DeVilvis looks like he's gonna make it first place, but Jacob Lehman is certainly fighting hard to come back up together. 6:56:33 is the time for Logan. Jacob Lehman swimming a 7-minute 6.65 for second place. And we're about to see our first place girls finish as she finishes. Now she's into her last 25 coming in. That's Cheyenne Lawrence in lane 4. And as she's coming in, the boys' third place finisher has made it in. Wyatt Russell of Fostoria in a time of 7:27.60. Cheyenne Lawrence of Lima Senior, the junior, finishing first for the girls' race in a time of 7:40.69. Second place is going to go to Brooklyn Hurst from Elida in a time of 7:51.32. Third place up there in lane 1, Isha Roberts, the sophomore from Elida, finishing in 8:01.57. She came in with a seed time of 8:41.65, meaning she dropped 40 seconds from the last time she swam this race, or from her fastest time she swam this race, which is an excellent time drop. And Emily Salisbury from Fostoria kicking hard and good hard strokes as she finishes her final part of the 500. Fourth place finisher comes in with a time of 8:32.95. Time now for relays, and it's event 17, the girls' 200-yard freestyle relay. In lane 2, it's Elida B. Lane 3, Fostoria A. Lane 4, Lima Senior A. Lane 5, Bluffton A. Lane 6, Elida A. And lane 7, Elida C. First swimmers in the water are going to be lane 2, Carly Bowers, lane 3, Maddie De La Rosa, lane 4, Grace Beck, lane 5, Allison Diller, lane 6, Annalie Jackson, and lane 7, Eden Troyer. First flip turn currently in the lead is Grace Beck from Lima Senior in lane 4. Second place, Allison Diller, Bluffton Swim Club in lane 5. Next swimmers are going to be, for Lima Senior, the first one to dive in, that's Elizabeth Nelson. From Bluffton, it's Ella Armstrong. And then from Elida, it's Lily Nibel. Here's your rundown of your swimmers for the second leg. Chloe Waddles up in lane 2, Ariel Scott in lane 3, Elizabeth Nelson in lane 4, Ella Armstrong in lane 5, Lily Nibel in lane 6, and Kim Salisbury in lane 7. As we are finishing off lane heat 2, Bluffton is taking a slight lead over Lima Senior. Third swimmer is getting ready to dive in the water, and it is Bluffton to dive in first. That's Izzy Steckschulte with Cheyenne Lawrence from Lima Senior diving in second. Here's your look at who your third stringer swimmers are for each of the relays. In lane 2 Elida, it's going to be Izzy Carbetta. Fostoria in lane 3, it's going to be Emily Salisbury. Lane 4, we have Cheyenne Lawrence in the water right now. Lane 5, Izzy Steckschulte's in the water. Lane 6, Evelyn Free from Elida. And lane 7, Ava Brickner just dove in from Elida. And Bluffton has taken a strong lead now as their anchor is in the water. That's Ellie Hoffman. Abby Beck for Lima Senior has dove in as the anchor for Lima Senior. Bluffton is currently in first place. Abby Beck is in third. Avery Bowers is swimming for Elida in second. Coming up on Ellie Hoffman. You got to watch this finish. And Elida pulls it off. Way to go, Avery Bowers. On the 26, a tie, 26:42, an excellent anchor split for Avery. Elida and Bluffton with a tie of 1:56.35. Lima Senior to finish in third place with a time of 2:07.7. Here's your anchors. Lane 2 from Elida is Isha Roberts. Lane 3, Desiree Kimmel. Lane 4 was Abby Beck. Lane 5 was Ellie Hoffman. Lane 6 was Avery Bowers. And lane 7, Carmen Blaine. So once again, that's the girls 200 free relay. Tying for first place is Elida A and Bluffton A. Third place goes to Lima Senior. Now we have event 18, which is the boys 200-yard freestyle relay. In lane 1, it's Bluffton. Lane 2, Elida B. Lane 3, Fostoria A. Lane 4, Lima Senior A. Lane 5, Bluffton A. Lane 6, Elida A. And lane 7, Elida C. Currently swimming in the water in lane 1, it's Tyler Couples. Lane 2, Scott Holmgren. Lane 3, Trevor Nowicki. Lane 4, Seth Jones. Lane 5, Riley Verb. Lane 6, Cam Clements. And lane 7, Cody Scannell. And currently in the lead, it is Riley Verb from Bluffton. Your second swimmers in lane 1 from Bluffton, it's Sam Durstein. Lane 2, it's Trenton Landers. Lane 3 from Fostoria, Tim Segro. Lane 4, Lima Senior, Noah Edwards. Lane 5, Bluffton, Nolan Hoffman. Lane 6, Case Fletcher of Elida. And lane 7, Tommy Williamson of Elida C. Still in the lead right now, it is Bluffton. As their third swimmer, Eric Nygaard, is the first one to dive in. Third swimmers in this relay. In lane 1 from Bluffton, it's Simon Durstein. Lane 2, Jordan Lawrence. Lane 3, Wyatt Russell. Lane 4, Gavin Lyons. Lane 5, Eric Nygaard, who's just about finishing, and their anchor's about to dive in. Lane 6, it's Eric Butler from Elida. And it looks like actually lane 7 has scratched. Sorry about that, I didn't realize that. But now we come to the final swimmers. And we still have Bluffton in the lead. Your anchor swimmer is Landon Armstrong. He is a sophomore from Bluffton. Elida A, their anchor is Aiden Long-Reed. He is a junior. And then in third place right now, we have Lima Senior. Their anchor is Chris Salati. First place goes to Bluffton at a time of 147.46. Second place to Elida, 151.85. Third place, Bluffton B. 152.32. That was Jacob Lehman anchoring that race. And fourth place to Lima Senior, 155.38. Fostoria with the fifth place win, 2:16.77. Malachi Ferguson, the anchor. And sixth place, Elida B. Ethan Foster, a senior. Their time, 2:22.22. So once again, first place, Bluffton. Second place, Elida. Third place, Bluffton B. Fourth place, Lima Senior. Fifth place, Fostoria. And sixth place, Elida B. It's time now for event 119, the girls 100-yard backstroke. This is the JV race. We have swimmers in lanes 2 through 6. Lane 2 is Ava Brickner, the freshman from Elida. Lane 3, Cheyenne Pack, a sophomore from Elida. Lane 4, Eden Troyer, a junior from Elida. Lane 5, Brooklyn Hurst, also a junior from Elida. And lane 6, Peyton Shellhouse from Elida. It appears that we do have all 5 swimmers. First, I wasn't sure, perhaps one had scratched, but there they are, all 5 of them getting ready to swim the 100-yard backstroke. Well, currently in the lead is Brooklyn Hurst. She is in lane 5. Eden Troyer, second place in lane 4. halfway through this race. Brooklyn Hurst in lane 5 is still your leader. Eden Troyer in lane 4 is in second place. Cheyenne Pack, third place. And fourth place is pretty close. These two are heading to the wall at just about the same time. Peyton Shellhouse from lane 6 takes a quick lead with the flip turn. Things my daughters always tell me is this race is much more tiring than people realize. You would think that since your face is out of the water the whole time that it isn't that tough, but they said it's really takes a lot of energy to do this 100-yard backstroke, which is a sprint. Brooklyn Hurst finishes in first place at the time of 1:36.15. Eden Troyer second place, 1:44.01. Third place, Cheyenne Pack, 1:47.83. Fourth place, Peyton Shellhouse, a time of 2:11.19. Fifth place, Ava Brickner, a time of 2:19.31. There is one swimmer for the 100-yard backstroke boys JV, but he's going to swim with the varsity. So now we're moving into event 19, the girls 100-yard backstroke varsity race. We have swimmers in lanes 1 through 7. In lane 1, it's Izzy Sexually from Bluffton. Lane 2, Haley Taylor from Elida. Lane 3, Desiree Kimmel from Fostoria. Lane 4, Elsbeth Nelson of Lima Senior. Lane 5, Olivia Barnes of Bluffton. Lane 6, Evelyn Free of Elida. And lane 7, Ariel Scott of Fostoria. Evelyn Free in lane 6 from Elida, taking the quick lead. Izzy Stickschuldy of Bluffton, though, also very close. Third place right now, Elsbeth Nelson from Lima Senior. And at the halfway mark, it's Evelyn Free, the senior from Elida, who is still in first. Izzy Stickschuldy up there in lane 1, a freshman from Bluffton in second. Junior Elsbeth Nelson from Lima Senior in third, closing in a bit on Izzy up there in lane 1. Fourth place is lane 2, Haley Taylor of Elida. Fifth place right now, Olivia Barnes from Bluffton. And sixth. First place in this race goes to Evelyn Free of Elida in a time of 1:16 flat. Second place to Izzy Stickschuldy of Bluffton, 1:20.27. Third place, Lima Seniors Elsbeth Nelson, 1:24.16. Fourth place is Haley Taylor, 1:35.29. Fifth place, Olivia Barnes, 1:42.32. Sixth place, Desiree Kimmel of Fostoria in a time of 1:50.06. And one more swimmer yet to finish, it's Ariel Scott of Fostoria. She's a sophomore and she's in lane 7. Ariel Scott finishes with a time of 2:13.63. So your overall winner in this race, Evelyn Free, a senior from Elida, 1:16.00. Time now for combined event 20 and event 120. We have Trenton Landers from Elida in lane 2, Trevor Nowicki from Fostoria in lane 3, Gavin Lyons from Lima Senior in lane 4, Riley Verb from Bluffton in lane 5, Braden Nunez at Elida in lane 6, and Case Fletcher from Elida in lane 7. Looks like Braden Nunez has scratched this race, so there is not a swimmer in lane 6. The leader right now is Riley Verb, who's a sophomore from Bluffton. Second place at the moment is Case Fletcher from Elida, who actually was swimming in the JV race, but is currently getting second over all of the rest of the varsity swimmers. Here comes Riley Verb, plowing his way in to finish first place overall with a time of 1:01:22. Gavin Lyons of Lima Senior to finish in second place, 1:29:48. Case Fletcher down in lane 7, finishing overall third place, 1:33:49. That won't actually count though, because he was in the JV race, so technically Case will finish first in the JV race. So your fourth place finisher of Trevor Noki from Fostoria actually finished in third in this race, in the varsity race. And Trenton Landers of Elida with a fourth place finish in the varsity race. We are nearing the end of this race, or this meet rather. We've got the 100-yard breaststroke yet, and then we have the 400 freestyle relays. And we are now in event 21, the girls 100-yard breaststroke. In lane 2, it's Kim Salisbury from Elida. In lane 4, it's Abigail Beck from Lima Senior. In lane 5, it's Allison Diller from Lima Senior. And in lane 6, it's Chloe Waddle from Elida. And at the first flip turn, it's Allison Diller from Bluffton with a slight lead over Abigail Beck from Lima Senior. As I said before, these two are actually teammates when the high school season is not in session. They are relay teammates, and they've been swimming together since they were about 7 years old. Allison's still in the lead. She's a sophomore from Bluffton. Second place, Abby Beck, a sophomore from Lima Senior. Third place in lane 6, it's Chloe Waddle, a senior from Elida. And in lane 2, it's Kim Salisbury, a senior from Elida in fourth. Allison Diller finishes in first place with a time of 1:16:72. That is a time drop for her. She came in with a seated time of 1:17:57. Abby finishes in second place with a time of 1:26:21. Third place, Chloe Waddle from Elida, 1:43:02. She came in with a seat time of 1:45:53, so she had a 2-second time drop. And in fourth place, Kim Salisbury, 2:01:36. Time now for event 22, the boys 100-yard breaststroke. We have swimmers in lanes 1 through 6. Lane 1 from Bluffton, it's Sam Durstein. Lane 2 from Elida, Aiden Long-Reed. Lane 3 from Fostoria, Tim Seagrove. Lane 4 from Lima Senior, Seth Jones. Lane 5 from Bluffton, Riley Verb. And lane 6 from Elida, Cam Clements. It's Riley Verb with a slight lead over Seth Jones. Third place is over there in lane 2. Aiden Long Reed from Elida. And fourth place, very close, Sam Durstein from Bluffton. And that's Riley Verb in lane 5, who still is in the lead as he completes his final flip and gets ready to go for the finish line. Seth Jones from Lima Senior is close behind. He is still in second place. Third place is up there in lane 2, Aiden Long Reed, the junior from Elida. And fourth place, Sam Durstein, sophomore from Bluffton. Riley Jones with the first, or Riley Verb rather, sorry about that. Riley Verb with the first place finish, a time of 1:08.38. Seth Jones second place, a time of 1:13.08. Third place, Aiden Long Reed with a time of 1:18.92. Fourth place, Sam Durstein, a time of 1:23.17. I think looks like Cam Clements is just about to finish in fifth place, a time of 1:39.24. And in sixth place, it's Tim Seagrove from Fostoria, 1:41.75. We have now come to the final two events of the meet. It's the girls' 400-yard freestyle relay, and then it's the boys' 400-yard freestyle relay. And we start with the girls, event 23. Lane 2 is Elida Relay B. Lane 3, Elida Relay C. Lane 5, Bluffton A. And lane 6, Elida A. Here are your first swimmers that'll be in the water. In lane 2, it's Elida's Ija Roberts. In lane 3, it's Elida's Cheyenne Pack. In lane 5, it's Bluffton's Ella Armstrong. And in lane 6, it's Elida's Annalie Jackson. Ella Armstrong, the freshman from Bluffton, currently in the lead, with sophomore Annalie Jackson from Elida very close behind. Olivia Barnes from Bluffton is up on the dive block, as is Brooklyn Hurst from Elida, both of them getting ready to dive in the water. Elida diving in slightly first. Again, that's Brooklyn Hurst, a junior from Elida, swimming, now taking the lead over Bluffton. Olivia Barnes, a senior from Bluffton, is in second place. Your third place right now is up there in lane 2. That's Elida B. And Eden Schroyer just dove in to be the second swimmer for that relay. Elida C has Ava Brickner getting ready to dive in. And at the halfway mark, it's still Elida A with the lead in this girls' 400-yard freestyle relay. Brooklyn Hurst increasing her lead, actually, over Bluffton. Lily Nibel from Elida is on the dive block now, getting ready to dive in. Celia Smith from Bluffton is in lane 5, also getting ready to dive in. But Elida A is still in the lead right now. Brooklyn Hurst brings it in. It's first place right now for her team. And Lily Nibel, a senior from Elida, goes in for the third leg of this relay. Celia Smith from Bluffton is now off and going in the second place position in this 400 free relay. Elida A is continuing to strengthen their lead as their third swimmer is kicking it in. Look at her increasing her speed as she finishes the second half of her leg of the relay. Bluffton is in second place. It's Elida B up in lane 2 that's currently in third place. Emily Messer, the freshman, is in the third position. And for Elida C, it's Ariana Gerald, a freshman, in the third position. Elida's Avery Bowers is getting ready to anchor their 400 free relay. Avery, a record holder from Elida in many different races. I've lost track how many records she broke last year as a freshman. Knowing her intensity and her desire to just continue to improve, I am sure that those records are just going to continue to drop. Andrea Barassa, senior from Bluffton, just dove in as the anchor for the Bluffton relay. Avery Bowers now into her second half of her anchor race. Up there in lane 2, it's Carly Bowers, actually Avery's twin sister, is getting ready to anchor the B relay. As Avery comes in to the finish, looks like she may have even lost her goggles. Still was able to finish right about a minute or less. Pretty good for having no goggles. Elida A with the winner in this race, 4:41.08. Bluffton's anchor is now in as well. That's Andrea Barassa from Bluffton. Carly Bowers again is the anchor for Elida B, and Carmen Blaine will be your anchor for Elida C. Bluffton A finishes in second place with a time of 5:36.84. Elida C's anchor just dove in the water. That's Carmen Blaine, a freshman. She'll be finishing up the relay for the C relay. And Carly Bowers is in lane 2 from Elida B, and she is the anchor. Interestingly, it looks like she also lost her goggles. Tough to swim when you lose your goggles. She and her sister both anchored those relays with their goggles around their neck. Third place goes to Elida B with a time of 6:02.98. Finishing up for Elida C relay. First place, Elida A. Second place, Bluffton A. Third place, Elida B. And fourth place, Elida C. And now it's time for our final event of this meet. Event 24, the boys 400-yard freestyle relay. In lane 1, it's Bluffton B. In lane 2, it's Elida B. Lane 5, Bluffton A. And lane 6, Elida A. Currently swimming in the water in lane 1, it's Tyler Couples. Lane 2 is Ethan Foster. Lane 3, Jacob Lehman. And lane 4, Eric Butler. Leader at the flip turn appears to be Tyler Couples up there in lane 1 from Bluffton B. Second place, but it's close. Eric Butler from Elida. We have 2 freshmen and 2 seniors leading off this. In lane 1 in the lead right now, Tyler Couples is a freshman. In lane 5 from Bluffton, Jacob Lehman is a freshman. Down there in lane 6, in second place right now, that's Eric Butler, who's a senior, and then Eric Foster from lane 2 is also a senior. Now the second swimmers are in the water. Up in lane 1, it's Nolan Hoffman, a sophomore from Bluffton. He is in first place. Second place is down in lane 6. That's Cam Clements, a sophomore from Elida. Third place, Bluffton's Simon Durstein, who is a senior. Currently in fourth place, Jordan Lawrence is the second swimmer for Elida's B. He is in lane 2. Nolan Hoffman up there in lane 2 is maintaining that first place spot for the Bluffton B relay team. And down in lane 6, Cam Clements from Elida A is maintaining the second place spot, but Bluffton is not far behind there in the third place position. So your third swimmers are getting ready to go in the water, and the first one to dive in is going to be Eric Nygaard. He's a sophomore swimming up there in lane 1 for Bluffton. Since that last flip turn, Bluffton has taken over the second place position, and CJ McCall just dove in. He is the third swimmer for Bluffton. There's Case Fletcher from Elida, third swimmer for Elida's A relay. And your next swimmer for Elida's B relay is going to be Scott Holmgren. Eric Nygaard still maintaining the first place position in his Bluffton B relay, but check out CJ McCall. He is creeping up there and getting closer and closer. CJ's in lane 5. He's the third swimmer for Bluffton's A relay. Eric Nygaard is the third swimmer for Bluffton's B relay. Case Fletcher from Elida currently in third place, and Elida's B relay with Scott Holmgren is in fourth. Now in the home stretch, Eric Nygaard just kicking it in here and is actually increasing the lead now for Bluffton's B relay. And Sam Durstein is just about to dive in the water as the anchor for this relay. So Bluffton B continues to be in first place. Landon Armstrong, the anchor for Bluffton A relay, has dove in. You'll notice Landon Armstrong has a very different swimming style than what we're seeing with Sam Durstein. He swims more up over the water. It'll be interesting to see if that is a benefit for him as he is gaining on his other teammates up there in lane 1. And here he has taken over the first place position. Bluffton A is now in first. They are in lane 5. Bluffton B is in second in lane 1. The anchor for Elida A is Logan DeVelvis. He is in lane 6, currently in third place. And Braden Nunez, a sophomore from Elida, just dove in. He's the anchor for Elida Relay B. Lane 5, Bluffton A is the winner in this race with a time of 4:20.02. Bluffton B up in lane 1 finishes in second place with a time of 4:26.26. Landon Armstrong coming in, or I'm sure I think Logan DeVelvis coming in right now for Elida. Elida A finishing in third place with a time of 4:44.11. Braden Nunez bringing it in for Elida B. Fourth place finish for Elida B with a time of 5:39.62. Again, that's Bluffton A, first place. Bluffton B, second place. Elida A, third place. And Elida B, fourth place. And that concludes our broadcast of the Lima Senior, Elida, Bluffton, and Fostoria meet. We want to thank Jeff Bullis for making this live stream possible. And we hope that you certainly enjoyed it. Thank you to all the parents who work so hard to encourage their swimmers to be a part of this great sport.